back. So yeah, we had the parking meter, man. Jake put a little ticket on there, you know what I'm saying? One of them parking spots. You don't never see them down here, but then they come at the wrong time. But Jake said all we gotta do is call the number and say you paid. You got to keep the ticket. So you might just say, man, I had it I didn't know it was my first time. I had it on the seat.
Yeah.
I had it in my pocket. I didn't know, so something like that. So all right, let's go back to the curses, because the Lord speak through the prophets. He was speaking through Moses, okay, right here. All right. He spoke through Moses to the children of Israel. Go ahead.
Like Deuteronomy.
Who was in Hosea 12?
Yeah, we read it. Yeah, Deuteronomy 28.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28:17. It reads, "Cursed shalt thou be thy basket and thy store."
So you see us. Jake don't own no super businesses. Your basket, right, could be in your bank account. We don't have bank accounts like the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Guinness, and the Warburgs, and the Oppenheimers. We don't own Amazon. We don't own Google. Jake own what? A damn soul food place.
Yep.
Selling weed. And he rented a building to cut hair in.
Lawn care.
Yeah, lawn care. That's it.
Or doing barber, being a barber or something.
And then you paying somebody for the building.
Yeah. Boutique. You get a boutique. You paying the people who own the building.
Go ahead.
It reads, verse 17. Cursed shalt thou thy basket and thy store. Verse 18. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land.
The fruit of your body is what your kids. The fruit of your land meaning what? We not gonna be able to grow. What we grow, we ain't gonna be able to eat it. What we build, we not gonna be able to stay in there. That's a curse on them. Okay, go ahead.
It reads, "And the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep." Verse 19. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
So when you come in, when you're born into this world, you're born into this wicked, sinful kingdom, you're going to be cursed. And when you go out, you're going to be cursed. Because when you go out, Esau and them will cut your body up and take your organs out. Then they'll embalm you with some chemicals, try to preserve you like the ancient Egyptians did. Let you know that they practice the same customs as the ancient Egyptians. When you go out, you're supposed to wrap up somebody's body up and put certain oils on there, myrrh oils and frankincense, wrap the body up in a linen cloth and put it in the damn dirt. So it can, what they call decompose. And go back to the earth, man. So the worms can eat it and shit you back into the earth, man. That's how you're supposed to die. Go out. It's a curse. You go out. Esau lax your ass up. You look like a butcher that been on your ass. They get done with your ass because they already know what stock you come from. So they want your heart. They want your lungs. You know what I'm saying? Kidney, everything. They want it. Okay. Go ahead and jump to jump to 27.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28:27. It reads, "The Lord Yahweh will smite thee with the botch of Egypt, and with the emeralds, and with the scab, and with the itch whereof thou canst not be healed."
So the Lord said, "Itch you can't even heal." Man, the Lord hit you with that botch, his boils, like He did Job. Lord have boils on your ass. You can't even sit down. A lot of people tell me I had a boil on my ass before, but that motherfucker hurt. That's a curse, man. The Lord, He'll hit you with a bunch of them. Nigga, He had Job, they was all over his body. Like, man, how can he put his clothes on and walk around and shit, rubbing and shit?
Irritating.
You got boils on your face, man. Your wife, you talking about, let me get a little bit of that. You know, your kid got boils on it, man.
Then you dealing with her on some shit.
You are not finna, she ain't gonna want that poorly dick. Little poorly dick kind. Go ahead.
Verse 28. "The Lord Yahweh shall smite thee with madness and blindness."
Madness means He gonna hit you with some mental Your mental faculty is gonna be off. We see it around here now. These homeless people, man, some of them minds so gone because they been on drugs. They just walking around, they don't know what's going on. They just walking, they'll be walking, talking to themselves and shit, looking around. Motherfuckers barking and shit.
Man, for real.
Yeah, for real. Got them demons on them. 8 more that came and jumped on them, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
7 unclean spirit.
You know? But shit, if they probably got that one. If they ain't turned to the Lord and went back, then they got one. Then if they get the word and then go back, they showed up, but man, they'll probably kill them.
For real. Take their ass out. It reads, in blindness and astonishment of heart. Verse 29, and thou shalt grope at...
Yeah, when you astonished, guess what? You don't believe what you're seeing. There's like a lot of these people astonish their heart when they see us out here.
Yeah.
They can't believe. I just can't believe y'all are reading the Bible and saying that Jesus is the black. I just can't believe it. They're looking around and it's astonishing. They can't believe it. You can't believe that. You think everybody's not supposed to be. I don't understand.
That's your how they be.
Because the scripture said in Daniel 12, none of the wicked gonna understand. So you're not supposed to understand.
That's spiritual discernment.
Yeah.
Verse 29, and thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in the darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man should save
So
thee.
ain't nobody gonna get you out of these conditions like this. The same thing is at the end of the chapter.
Yep.
Okay? You just around here don't know what the fuck going on. Everything you put your hand to, it ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Everything you put your hand to, it ain't. I know people like that, man.
Done.
I know people is like, man, everything they trying to do, it ain't working for them. Then you look at the next man, he doing the same thing you doing, and he making a damn good way of living off what he doing, and you and him doing the same thing. Because that's a curse, man. Okay? That's a curse upon you.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It reads, verse 30. It reads, thou shalt betroth thy wife, and another man shall lie with her.
You got a wife, another man gonna lie with her, man. You see how people doing that shit? Laying with other dudes, women. The Leviticus 20 and 10 tell you that's adultery. You're gonna be put to death for it. Esau did it, doing the transatlantic slave trade. Came on plantation, they were laying with our women. These are curses. Okay? They do it now. Hollywood, you go to Hollywood. It's always somebody there. That demon there got you thinking the situation you in is another better situation.
Yep.
Then next thing you know, you get laid down and 5 motherfuckers pop you for you to start a damn cornflake commercial.
That's it. Every time you want to put something new.
Yeah.
Well, we got this opposition for you.
It reads, thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
See, you gonna build a house. You building a massive house, you ain't live in.
Like Issachar be building up these houses that came in for living in themselves.
Yep.
See? It reads, thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof.
You're not gonna even be able to drink the beautiful grapes of your labor, fruits of your labor. As soon as you plant that shit, somebody else come in, ferment that shit. You out there tired the motherfucker, and they sit around drinking it.
Yep.
Hey John, your best batch ever.
Yeah.
You outdid yourself this time.
I didn't.
When you gonna do another one?
You outdid yourself, buddy. And they sit down like you ain't drinking up with water, dirty ass water, bro. Yeah, you don't know what to do.
Done.
Jump to 32.
Deuteronomy 28 and 32. It reads, thou sons of thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fare with longing for them all the days long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
See, on the chopping block, they were separated families. They sent your kids to Louisiana, your mama stayed in Virginia, your daddy was shipped off to Georgia. Okay? Even now, what they do, they grab your kids, separate them from the house, they put you in what's called prison. That's what they doing now. You You gotta do prison terms now. You separating your families, taking your kids away from you. You can't enjoy your kids. The fruit of your loins. Curse me the fruit of your loins, man.
Yep.
You see that? Oh. Give me 35.
Deuteronomy 28,
These are
35.
curses that fall upon our people. Go ahead.
It reads.
And do you agree so far? Or do you not agree?
Right.
Are you listening or you not? Were you born on this place or you come from somewhere else?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Sounds like certain people to me. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 28, 35. It reads, the Lord Yahweh shall smite thee in the knees and in the legs with a sore botch, and that cannot be healed from the sole of thy foot unto the top of thy head.
You go to Big Mama house right now, she got her toes up in the air. Boy, my feet hurt. My knees hurt. They always hurt.
They walking like this.
Oh, they walk with them house shoes on. Baby, I can't get there quick enough.
Man.
The gravy burning. Cut it out. They can't get there. They toe up.
Mm-hmm.
Jake done messed up. Old Jake done worked all his life. His feet. He didn't took the shoes and cut the side of with a knife so his corns could stick out the side of him.
It's rubbing.
Jake hurt. Feet killing him. They cut the heel out that mother. Bro, it's rough out here, man. Jake done following these curses, man. You think I'm lying, man? That's real, man. Y'all got old great-granddaddy. Y'all done seen it. Why your shoes cut on the side? You find out when your ass start playing ball and get older. Damn. You can let that corn breathe a little bit. Old corn. Give me jump up to 37.